for those two guys, all things power play, penalty kill, 5-on-5 shifts, play against the other team's best. So they know they're counted on. I think that frees them up a little bit to just concentrate on the game and not feel if they make a mistake in their own end that may mean 5 minutes off their playing time. It's not. They have to go out and make sure it doesn't happen again, and they've responded very well, both of them.
Is that a natural leader?
Well, I think, you know what, I think each player, by the time you get to the National Hockey League, you have some abilities. I think here in Toronto, I think you need to have some experience to go with that. I think there's more to it than just being a good guy in the room. But both Stajan and Steen are very well liked by their teammates, and I also think a leader has to have a connection with players in the room. It just doesn't always, I guess, be a positive connection, but there's got to be a connection with every player, and both of them are very well liked in the locker room.
There's some thought that Matz might take the full workout today. Can you update us on that?
Yeah, he was going to go out early and skate and maybe stick around for the first little bit. It's feeling better. I'm not expecting him to play tomorrow. If he walks in and does the morning skate and felt fantastic, we wouldn't hold him out, but we don't have expectations for him or Nick.
And again, sort of the question I asked the other night, it may not be as big an issue as you thought when he went out, the way some of the other guys are taking to the responsibility.
Well, we'd love to have him back. There's no question, but the other guys have stepped up and played well, and we haven't outchanced the teams that we've played, but we've found a way. We've blocked shots and killed penalties and done a lot of the little things that sometimes are more important in a game than the personnel.
Boyd Devereaux expected to play tomorrow?
He's possible, yeah. He had a good day today, and I think he probably could have played Saturday night, but he hadn't had a full practice yet, so we wanted to hold him out. But we'll make a decision on him tomorrow morning.
Would you be looking at Thursday for Matz as kind of the hopeful return?
There's an open door policy for Matz and Nicky, but not until they know that they can go.
Is this
what's gone on around this team for so much of the year? How have you been able to keep this all together? And like how, I had to use the word proud. How proud are you of what's gone on here with this group now?
I'm impressed with the way the room has come together and handled a lot of the, I don't know if distractions are the right word, because I think we have to bear the responsibility for some of those distractions. It's not, it wasn't all exterior by any means, and I think that we've had a couple of important things happen, and having 5 of your big name players that make a stand that they want to be here and want to be part of it was a real important moment for that locker room. And goaltending. I mean, really, Vesas played so very well for us. He's given us a chance to win every night, and the confidence that you get from a goaltender making a save, you don't have to pull the puck out of your net. You don't have to read about the mistake. It's the exact same mistake a player made in front of him, but the goaltender stops it, so they just line up and drop the puck, and everybody feels good about it. We hadn't been able to put enough of a long enough string of wins together early in the year where you got a real good feeling, and it was always about what might happen if you don't start winning. And then, 2 months ago, we've started to play a better defensive game right around the time our goaltender got healthy and got on a roll, and I think that's brought a really good feeling into the locker room, and I've been very, very impressed with the way they stay in the game, and then it gets a little bit contagious because we get into the first period in Ottawa and they're banging and they're running and they're playing the game that we expected them to play, but we're resilient. We're getting hit and we're bouncing back up and staying in the fight and getting down 2 goals and staying in the fight. And it's also learned because we've given up the first goal or been down 2 a number of times in the last month and won those games, and we've been down 3 in the third and won the game. So there's a belief now and a confidence that comes from having some success in some pretty difficult situations.
Is there any concern that, obviously it's too late, but do you pause and look at the standings and shake your head and wonder why you haven't been able to get out of 12th place with this great run and still teams between you and the number 8 spot? Does that enter into your...
Well, you look at the list of the ratings of the teams in the last 10 games, and I think 2 or 3 of the teams were up there, and 2 of the teams that were chasing or are in that mix are having runs like we are and playing well. We'll always look back and say, if we could have played like this, well, if we could have played the way we're playing now, we'd be about 60-10, and we wouldn't know what to do with ourselves.